this is Nancy Wilson of Heart and Roadcase Royale, and you're listening to Backstage Access, where the real show begins.
This is called Insaniac.
Hey, this is Gus Grussinger of Backstage Access, and many of you know my next guest is one half of the iconic band Heart. On September 22nd, Nancy Wilson's new band, Roadcase Royale, will be releasing their debut album, First Things First. We'll dive into this new album, the current tour with Bob Seger, and what the future holds for Heart. Welcome to Backstage Access, Nancy.
Thanks, Gus. I'm glad to be here.
In using the word of your upcoming album, First Things First, I'd like to extend my condolences first to the passing of your longtime manager, Carol Peters.
Oh, thanks for saying that. Yeah, that was a tough one. We started working with Carol in 2002, or even it was 2001 maybe. So yeah, she's been a family member of ours for a long time now, and it was really hard to see her depart.
Yeah.
So thank you for saying that.
As I stated earlier, First Things First will be released on September 22nd on Loud and Proud Records. I have to ask, do you have any rituals of the day of a release of a new record? You get excited, you get nervous?
Well, very excited, yes. Releasing a new album with a new band is super exciting right now for me. Heart's always continued to produce new material, and the last couple, 2 or 3 Heart albums, I was very fond of, that, and worked really hard on those. But this particular album right now, First Things First with Roadcase Royale, feels more satisfying to me than anything that I've done with Heart for a long time. It's an interesting shift, and there's just something about these particular players, writers. I mean, everybody in the band is like a real capable musician. Everybody kind of produces, everybody can write songs, everybody plays well together, and it's just a combination of things that makes this my favorite album ever.
Wow.
to be releasing.
So you're gonna.
It's just so satisfying, just a fresh feeling, and it's just fun and good.
Okay. Well, tell us about working on this record compared to the Heart records you worked on. Did you take a different approach with this one?
Well, I think the main difference is that with the Heart stuff, I've been sort of the musical director, and producer, kind of pushing for the work to get done, and trying to get the writing done and trying to get the producing done. In this case, with this band, everyone is really contributing sort of equally, which is a little less of a burden in a way for me.
Right.
It's just more of a extreme, natural pleasure to be doing this with these people that really know what they're doing and contribute so much to it. And that's the main difference, I guess.
How did you start working with Liv Warfield, your vocalist?
When Heart was playing at the Hollywood Bowl, we needed an opening act, and just had happened to see Liv on the Jimmy Fallon show, and with her band at the time, Blackbird, and she was doing an amazing song called Why Do You Lie, that I think Prince had been developing with her.
Okay.
And she was such a force on that, to see her sing and her energy. Everything about Liv Warfield is just so compelling. And so we asked her if she would open for Heart. And, then we started, hanging out backstage for those 2 nights that we got to work with her. And it was just such a natural, amazing confluence of a friendship that we started developing immediately. And then she wanted to do more rock and roll, little, not quite lean so heavily on the R&B thing, and she wanted to send me some of her music that she's working on, and so we started collaborating right off the bat with some of her and Ryan, her guitar player Ryan Waters. Their material was really great stuff, and so we started working together almost immediately.
One of the tracks I want to talk about actually is it's a mixture of actually I would say hard rock and a lot of rhythm and blues is a Saniac. Tell us about that song.
Oh, right. Yeah, in Saniac, well, Ryan Waters is a groove meister, and he's a riff stafarian groove meister, and he just has these riffs that sound so classic and familiar in a way, like Not Giving Up and like Insaniac. He worked on that riff with our drummer Ben Smith. They both live in Seattle, where I came from. But
Right.
Anyway, they developed that riff, that groove, and I had some words already for that, and with the help of Liv. You know, it's just such a collaborative effort between everyone in the band. You know, the Get Loud song came from some lyrics that our longtime collaborator friend Sue Ennis had shared with me, and Chris Joyner, the keyboard player, had this amazing groove already, and so me and Liv put melodies and more words to the groove, and then we kind of finished it from there. You know, everyone's a writer, everyone's a producer, so it's just a dream band for me.
Yeah, I was going to say it seems like a lot of collaborative effort on this.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And with your band, and I want to tell everybody here that you got a lot of the people from Heart, and obviously we're talking about Ryan Waters, who is was playing with Liv. You know, did you have the band in place before you got Liv, or was it kind of you got together with Liv and decided who'd you want together to surround both of you guys? How did that work out?
Well, me and Liv and Ryan started saying, what if we did some music together? You know, try to get some songs, try to write some music, and it was sort of at the same time Anne was going off doing her other projects too. So I thought, well, I've got these amazing players at Heart that it's like it's secondhand. You can read each other's minds as players, you know, because we played so much together. So with my three guys and Liv and her lead player, we could do something really special. So it sort of grew naturally out of a friendship that started out of my players in the band Heart, with plugging in Liv and Ryan into that. It just felt completely right. It feels really right.
Well, on October 1st, you're going to be heading to Charlotte, playing the Neighborhood Theater with Bob Seger and his band. Tell us how the tour is going, and tell us what the fans can expect when you come to Charlotte.
Yeah, it's a really cool experience to be playing with Bob Seger's band, and you know, he's such an amazing singer-songwriter, and there's a lot of Heart fans that would also naturally be Bob Seger fans. So there's a big audience for Roadcase Royale because we're billing it as, you know, Nancy Wilson of Heart with Roadcase Royale, just so that the Bob Seger and Heart fans are going to understand that there's definitely some Heart music that they're going to hear.
Okay.
Which is really cool. We're doing like 4 Heart songs in our opening act set, opening for Bob Seger, and it's a really fun kind of situation because people are recognizing the songs, but it's a whole different way that you hear Liv singing those songs, and so it's not like a comparison, to anything of exactly heart related. It's just a whole new, fresh take on these cool heart songs that we make our own now. And so with Straight On and These Dreams and What About Love and Crazy on You, Even It Up, people are really showing up for those songs, and usually the opening act, people kind of trickle in.
Right.
But so far, every single show, it's been almost full when we started playing. So it's really cool. It's working out quite well.
Very cool. And good luck with the new record. But before I let you go, I got another question. Obviously, there's a lot of Heart fans out there, and we're talking about Heart along with Roadcase, Royale.
Yeah.
I know you can't get into specifics regarding with you and your sister Ann, but just maybe give us a little possibility of the future of Heart, if you know what it entails, what lies ahead, and maybe if there's going to be a tour in 2018.
Well, it's hard for me to know what the future of Heart really is going to be. At this particular moment, I'm super excited about what I'm doing right now.
Right.
And I think Ann's off on her own doing what she wants to do right now.
Right.
And so as far as, trying to predict the future, right now I just say this is on Heart's on ice. And there's more exciting things for me to be thinking about right now.
Okay, that's cool. We did obviously have to ask because there's people out there that want to know, but you're obviously concentrating on Roadcase Royale with a new record. Go ahead.
If I knew myself, I would let you know. I would let you know if I knew myself.
Well, like I said, you got the new record that's going to be dropping on September 22nd. First Things First on Loud and Proud Records. And then you got the show coming up that we're excited about on October 1st at the Neighborhood Theater. And we thank you for taking the time and for doing this interview. Good luck with the new record. I think it sounds tremendous. And I'm very excited. We are excited to see you on October 1st.
Oh, good. Well, come say hi.
We will. Good luck with the tour and the album.
Okay, cool.
Take care.
Thanks so much, Gus.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.